you're over the age of 35, stop everything you're doing right now. After a lifetime of eating fatty foods, you may run the risks of a stroke or heart attack due to plaque buildup in your veins and arteries. To learn how you can reduce your risks, visit youthfountainlab.com or call 1-800-853-7856 today. This may be a life-changing call for you or someone you love. Thank you, and we hope to hear from you.
Yes, they have to do that. Our people don't.
Most decent, kindest, best guy in the world, Will Smith, jumped out his skin and did this. And so they look at us like, man, look at that. These guys can't act at the Oscars. Not only that, they got the best one, the nicest guy. Have you read Will Smith's book? He's a nice guy. He is a beautiful guy. And so Chris Rock understood the moment and understood, yo, look, I can't fuck this up for everybody. Because Chris immediately said, fine, he said, like Chris Rock, I don't look at the videotape. You all been playing it. You all been playing it. He goes, he said, he was ready to throw, but he's like, man, we got Dustin Hoffman, we got fucking Denzel, we got, you know, we got the royalty. How am I gonna stoop to that level? Okay, so then now there's a little bleep. I seen what you seen. And then the camera goes at Will. And Will got real Philly-ish. Oh no, he took it to fucking Fifth and Allegheny. He took it to motherfucking Philly. Yo, don't put my motherfucking wife's name in your mouth. I'm telling you this. Damn, we ain't never see Will even talk like this. Right? So at this point, I knew it was real. You look in the back, Lupita back there bugging the fuck out. She looking like, yo, this is the last guy I ever thought would talk that shit like that. And so that happened. So I'm looking, I'm like, yo, is this a routine? Is this like whatever the case may be? And so when I turn around and now when Will got his moment, right? So now big up to the Oscars for not cheating them out that moment. Cause this was giving me, and this was giving me Source Awards vibes. Rich Source Awards vibes. Right? This is the Oscars, but this was giving, I mean, more shit happened last night than happened at the Source Awards. I mean, it's the truth. And not taking shots at Will Packer or Shayla, the crew, they put on a tremendous. If that would have never happened, that was probably, they would have made me an Oscars fan. Right? So now, Will, he gets nominated for the award. They still give him the award. Under normal circumstances, under humanity, under ego, under fuck him, he fucked up the Oscars. Any other award show would have most likely took his name out, robbed him of the Oscar, gave it to somebody else. Shout out to the Oscars for keeping their integrity and keeping it a buck. And so they give him this award. The man starts crying, delivering an amazing speech. And I do know what he means. We tired of being celebrities and people just shitting on us, dissing us every single time. We're human beings. Will Smith is a human being. His wife has alopecia. His wife has alopecia. Her hair can't grow, to my understanding. You throwing every joke in the world at her. Now you throwing some serious shit where it hurt his wife's feelings. Now, be honest with you. Y'all know I had rap beef with 50 Cent. It never got to a physical state. Like the whole time it was rap, but it never got physical until he told jokes about my wife. There is a different type of reaction you get when being an alpha male, being a hunter, a provider for your family, and someone disrespects your wife. So I know what happened. Will could have took any joke. And let me tell you something. The internet, the internet never loses. And so everybody been putting up clips of Chris Rock fucking with Will and Jada for years. He's made a living in stand-up comedy, dissing them, telling jokes about their life, telling this and this and that. When I saw Will, who I'm not going to act like I'm Will Smith's best friend. I actually know Chris Rock more. But when I saw Will crying, trying to calm that moment, because you could be he was all over the place, but he was trying to big up Serena and their father and their family, but at the same time, whole integrity and this and this and that. He never said sorry to Chris Rock. He never said sorry to Chris Rock. And so what that tells me is they had beef. They had behind the scenes beef. They had an issue. It's just my intuition of knowing beef. They had a situation. And, let it be big man, the biggest, let me be the bigger man. And all this shit going on. And here come Chris Rock again. Poking the bear. Poking the bear. Poking the bear. Now, do I think there was anything wrong with what Chris Rock was doing? No. When we go to comedy shows, when we go to events like this, I went in a comedy show one time, I was late. It was Joe Torre at the Beacon Theater. This guy said the back of my neck looked like a pack of Franks. The guy fucked with me for half an hour straight. I became his content, his everything. He was going at me. But I think this was a breaking point for Will Smith. It all builded up. And here comes this guy once again. We didn't even know fucking Chris Rock was at the Oscars. He come out setting the whole shit up to go at Will Smith and Jada. Yeah, I know Will was laughing at first, but when he looked at El Jefe, because you got to understand, men are men. Men do what they do. But when the wife look at you like, you got to live with this thing. It's things you can argue about with your wife over the fucking pillow. You left your socks on the floor. You made a mess. Oh, why you watching the game? Like, it's just simple shit that could turn into like a fucking roller coaster ride. Imagine you let this man disrespect me in front of Beyonce and Jay-Z. Like, what kind of man are you? You know what type of shit Will said, fuck it. I'm going to press my luck with everybody, but I'm not going back home to this lady looking like I'm pussy. It's a fact. Chris Rock is a professional. He handled that smack. I told y'all I would have handled the same smack. You don't know how many award shows I went to. I don't know if you know. When we was at the MTV Awards, first time I ever seen 50 Cent in person, he was acting a fool on the side. That's why I got up on the mic and said some crazy shit to him, because I wasn't going to let him get away with that. And there, I thought that was going to be the original Oscars, where hands were going to be thrown in front of everybody. But they separated FBI threw us out the building, all type of shit, right? But I understand the moment. Now, had that been Fat Joe now, and I still had beef with 50 Cent, I definitely wouldn't have did that. And so you got to also understand, we're talking about grown men. We're talking about OGs. We're not talking about young cats on the come up. Young cats don't know no better. These are grown men. These are OGs. This Will, it took a lot for this man, it took a lot for this man to do that. A man of integrity. Now, this is something I was thinking. If someone gives us 40 years, Will Smith has been on since before The Fresh Prince. He's been on since he was rapping. Even when he was rapping, he was what we call a decent rapper, meaning no conflicts. He wasn't talking about drugs or bitches or guns. He was always a nice guy. Him, Kid and Play. Will Smith, Kid and Play. These are guys, if you were a father then, you would want your kids to listen to rather than niggas with attitudes, and fucking Coogee rap and so forth. And so, he was a nice guy. He was a nice guy. So now, a man goes 40 years, flawless, never got into an argument over a parking ticket. You never seen the man or his wife ever disrespect nobody. You never seen these people do anything bad. All you ever seen them was uplifting the people, trying to help the people. Now we're human beings. The man defended his wife. I'm not saying it's right. I'm not. But are we supposed to cancel the legendary Will Smith? Are we supposed to? Somebody wants in. She would know about this. Are we supposed to cancel Will Smith? Yo, Roxy.
You already know.
Yo, Roxy.
I gotta get my entertainment.
Roxy.
My entertainment
Roxy.
journalistic self. Let me turn on my entertainment tonight, my E-News, my 106 in Park right now.
And you look camera ready, you looking lovely. Roxy, what's your take on last night? And go ahead. I'm not gonna say
All right,
that.
so here's the thing. So the rumor is right now that they're putting the blame on the writers, right? And they're saying that Chris Rock didn't write the joke, that it was one of the writers in the writing room. But here's my thing to that. As a presenter, as a host, Joey, the first time you get up there, that's not the first time you see a script. You go to rehearsal, you read the script before, you know that joke is coming.
No, Chris Rock wanted to tell that joke. Let's forget the writer. Chris Rock wanted to tell that joke. He said it flawlessly.
Said it. He meant what he said. You got to deal with the repercussions when you talk about somebody's family. I'm the same way. Like, you could talk about me all you want. I decided to get into this business. And rightfully so, Jada's in this business too. But you're talking about a very sensitive subject when it comes to a woman who's dealing with losing their hair, dealing with alopecia, any type of illness, any type of disability, any type of sickness, any type of that. Because Will Smith has to go home and wipe his wife's tears off her eyes every single time that she's dealing with this. Not Chris Rock.
Let me ask you something. I don't want to say toxic, but are you like a girlfriend that if this is your man and some guy disrespect you, you want him to get it on? Because my wife is like that. She want me to get it on, then and there, smoke. What's up, yo? They think you pussy, Joe.
Woman. Joey, I'm a Latin woman and I'm a Scorpio. Yes, I want that smoke.
Jesus
yes,
Christ.
I want that smoke.
She wanted
you don't
to
think
smoke.
your wife are like the same. Yes, I want that.
Will and Jada been together over 30 years. She gave him that look like, you better not come home if you don't go up there and smacked this man cheek off?
I think that everybody has their breaking point. And I think that Will looked over and saw how hurt Jada was and how bothered she was by the joke. Was it right for him to walk up and smack him like that? Maybe not. If he would have walked up and checked the shit out of him, like, and said what he said, I still would have respected that as well, you know. But or one of those I'll see you later moments. But here's the thing, Joey, you and I both know this too. Nobody remembers the apology, or nobody remembers the check. They only remember what happens at that moment. So if you're gonna say, oh, Will Smith should have checked him after the show, nobody would have saw that. Nobody would have been talking about that. They're talking about what he did right now, and that was defend his honor, defend his wife's honor. And that's what it is. Like, that's just what it is. He saw that joke before he went on stage. He could have chose not to say the joke. He chose to say the joke.
Chris Rock is a grown man. He's a polished, one of the greatest comedians. He knew what the fuck he was doing. I'm not taking that somebody wrote this shit. I'm not taking that. So, but you just don't agree with the smack, but you agree if he would have went up there and checked him and been like, yo, man, stop, don't disrespect my wife, this, that, we would have been cool with that.
He didn't even have to go up there, Joey. He could have said it from his seat. He was right there front row. We would have all heard him, like, keep my wife's name out your mouth. Like, we would have heard him from the front row still and then. I think that is just a breaking point. And for all of these people that are saying he should have checked August Alsina the same way that he checked Chris Rock, like, y'all don't know what that man's agreement is in his household. He done said he knew about the situation and they passed that. Why bring up old garbage right now when they passed that? That's what happened in that moment. He disrespected that man's wife in that very moment, got checked in that moment. And it is what it is. At the end of the day, it is what it is. But thanks to Diddy, we got the update and they all cool now, apparently.
Oh, so everybody's cool now?
Diddy said that they talked at the after party and that they're brothers and it's squashed, it's all taken care of, and they're cool. According to Brother Love.
Well, Brother Love, man, he had a great perspective on it. He comes on right after the situation and starts talking positivity and saying things can happen, we'll figure it out. You know, big moment for Will Packer, Shayla.
Ooh, you was just